Hi guys! So today I like to do a video talking about social media. So I have been on social media for about 9 years now. I've started Instagram and Facebook since I was like probably 8 or 9, and I'm gonna address a few things that I have personally realized why I'm taking a step back now to really not be too involved in social media. I think that, of course, I'm going to talk about the pros first. I think that the pros of social media is obviously building connections and you get to know a lot of new information, things you've been missing out, some tricks and tips to maybe cooking or discovering the newest trend. But I think that the cons nowadays, they do kind of overpower the pros. I think that social media is a very useful platform to learn, but it is only if you have the intention to learn. If you are bored and you just mindlessly scroll through social media, I think that it has impacted a lot of people negatively. For example, you are going to have the tendency to compare yourself a lot with people. Oh my god, look at that new Korean actress. Her body is so good. Like, if only I can be as skinny as her, I'll look better in that dress. And these things that you don't think it is a problem until, for me, I've been doing a lot of self-reflection lately and I've been taking a lot of social media detox. Like, my screen time has went down about 60 to 70%, and this was how I could really see how it is consuming us in ways that we are not able to realize ourselves if we're just mindlessly playing the game. It will lead to a lot of things. Like, once you compare yourself with others, you're not going to think you're good enough, your level of gratitude will decrease, and you won't appreciate things that you have, because it is like a never-ending game of things that you will need more and more. Today when I was packing my room, I realized my room is just overfilled with things like I buy impulsively because of what media tells me, that, oh, you need that new product. This blush is different from the last blush. This really started to happen more when social media has became the norm for watching these things, which is why I deleted my TikTok. I deleted my TikTok a few days ago because I realized that it has took up so much of my attention span. I ended up like spending a lot of time just scrolling non-stop. Couldn't even control myself. They always say you have to be like a mindful user, but our brains are not so powerful when you are already attracted by all the algorithm and the things that they know that you like, so they keep feeding you. Most of the things you watch, you're not even taking the healthy side of it. You are taking the unhealthy side of it, which is the adverse effects that I have personally experienced myself. They just amplify your wants and your desires, and I think that most desires are not healthy anyway. So I mean, I'm not saying that you should be doing what I'm doing, but I'm just sharing my experience on social media and just at this stage of life what I've experienced and what my goal is next. And I just hope to tell you guys that, maybe sometimes if you feel like you are not living the life that you are in control of, we should take a step back and see what are the determining factors of it. I think that a huge part of determining factors of things that I inhabited in my life that I could not control were due to like peers' influence or social media influence. So that's one of that. And the next thing is that I feel like I'm probably gonna talk about this in another video, but I used to have no eating disorder. I don't think any of my friends even know about this, but it was so bad. I used to binge and purge a lot, and it was also due to super skinny image that social media engraved on my head, telling me like you should be skinnier. No, like 5'1", you shouldn't be more than 45 kg. And it was so toxic that I would cry myself to bed, eating a whole pack of Oreos while just looking at models and then looking at myself. Why am I born like this short? Why am I born not as skinny as them? Isn't skinny pretty? Like, it literally took a big part of my happiness because I was constantly comparing myself to what social media shows us. Social media often shows you the perfect part of things, but how about like the parts where they don't even eat the whole day and suffer from gastric? I'm not saying that everyone who is skinny do that, but most things that are being portrayed on social media are not healthy. I find myself like mindlessly just falling into traps like that. I rather not and take a step back and be a lot more mindful. I love to learn people share different things about their experiences with social media or their different experiences with their life. So you guys can definitely share with me. But for me, I just think that upon these 8 to 9 years of participation and very active involvement in all these different platforms, my voice is that it is good if you use it just to influence and learn. But if you're just using it as a platform where you can't live without and you let it control you and you let the content devour you and your definition of happiness or success, then you should really be pondering about your screen time, or why are you even, engaging yourself with all these platforms or these people you don't even know and you think their lives are perfect, when really they're just like us, they're just human beings. People only show their pretty sides, and that was what I used to do. I used to always show my positive side behind that screen that I was portraying. I was constantly thinking that I was never good enough and I've never addressed my negativity. So this is why I started YouTube, where I think it's like a much more realistic platform, as I feel like we are able to share genuine thoughts here and can be just talking to you for 10 minutes. Those people who resonate with me, we click and then we connect, rather than that short-term gratification or much more instant gratification where people expect things on the spot. I just look for a more genuine connection nowadays more than that. Fast-paced connections were my thing back then. I used to go out with 3 different friends in one day, but now I just value things a lot more. I don't have space and energy for too many things in my life at once now. And I think that people change according to seasons and according to different phases in their life. And my phase now is just that chill, inner peace phase, and I don't want things that are not really contributing to those things that I'm looking for. And I just hope that on this platform I get to connect with people who also resonate on the same path as me and are looking forward to also self-growth and inner peace. And I'm definitely still learning throughout this whole journey. So when I make these videos, I don't teach people things, I don't tell you to do this, tell you to do that, but rather I just love to share my genuine thoughts with people, because I know that my whole life experience has been very bizarre, and I just find that sharing it gives it a lot more value. So let me know your thoughts, and I hope to see you guys soon, and in my next videos to come, I hope that we can unleash more possibilities together in this beautiful life. And let's live the real life and create the version of ourselves that we want every single day, slowly but surely. Thank you for watching. See you guys soon. Bye!